Really just waiting for the animal noises to stop. Okay. What are you doing? Why are you in my face? Why are you in my... You're in my face, you're in my frame. You are being destructive. Hello? Hey, what's up, it's Styles. So I got asked this question a bunch. I went on Instagram and I asked everyone what they wanted to see from me video-wise, and like the top thing was that people wanted to see the behind the scenes or like my process for how I do my photo shoots and my set dressings. I am currently sitting in a set or like a set that is coming together, and I guess I'm just gonna like walk you through that process. I am really nervous to make this video, honestly, just because like my process is I don't think it's how you're normally like. It doesn't feel like there's a strategy to it. It doesn't feel like it's like I know in my head that I'm using things like color theory and whatever the fuck I learned in design school, but it really feels like I'm just going off vibes alone. So this is gonna be like all over the place. And the whole time that I do this, I'm going to be getting ready to do the photo shoot because I am a multitasker and I am good at my job sometimes. Oh my fucking god, my earring doesn't want to go in because I'm putting it in backwards. I'm putting my earring on backwards, guys. I'm putting my earring on backwards. What the fuck? Yeah, so basically the whole time that I'm doing this, I'm also going to be getting ready for the photo shoot makeup wise, so you can kind of see a little bit of my process of like getting ready. The first thing that I do when I like know that I want to do a photo shoot is it's kind of just like, it's 100% like just a feeling. Like I'll see something and I'll just be like, oh wait, like what if I did a photo shoot and like blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Fucking, how do you describe this? How do I talk? I don't know how to talk. So step one to photo shoots for me is just kind of like to get an idea, and that can really come from literally anything. In this case, it came from, I was scrolling on Instagram last night and I saw this picture. And I immediately was like, oh my god, like I have all of this Savage X Fenty stuff. I've been wanting to take pictures with it. I wasn't sure what to do. What if I mock up some like fake photo shoot, like magazine covers? So I am going to be doing like a mock editorial shoot. And with that in mind, I just kind of looked up editorial makeup and I found this picture and this picture, and I really loved them, so now I'm just kind of going for something inspired by them. I never really copy 100%. I always put some sort of twist on it, so right now I'm just like going in with my About Face eye paint in, what color is this? My glasses aren't on, so the color is going to be on the screen somewhere. And I'm just kind of following the curve of my eye and filling it in. Funny story, I am not going to be using brushes during the majority of this makeup look because I put all of my makeup brushes, I washed every single one of them, and then I put them all together in one bag because I was going on a trip and I knew that I was going to be doing a lot of people's makeup. And then I lost the bag. So I have no idea where that bag is. That was in like June, by the way. I have not looked very hard for the bag because I keep like forgetting. And then by the time I'm like, oh shit, wait, I need my makeup brushes, I need that bag, I should look for it, I am already like too busy doing whatever I'm doing, so then I just end up not using brushes and just like winging it however the hell I end up being able to. So this is one of those times where I was like, oh shit, I need my brushes, but I was already building the set, and it's like I don't have forever. So, you know, here we are. So I have one brush that I'm just kind of dotting a little bit of the makeup paint on. And I'm going to use this to blend the edges, and that might turn out super cool, or that might turn out horrible, I don't know yet. Okay, cool. Other side. So basically, once I had like what I wanted to do for makeup, and I had like what I was doing for the shoot, like it's a magazine cover mock-up, so I know that I'm looking for editorial looks. I just started Googling like magazine photo shoots that I was going for. I know I'm doing Savage X Fenty and their lingerie brand, so I started looking at Playboy covers, I started looking at Victoria's Secret models, I started looking at Savage's models, just kind of trying to find some inspiration for like colors and framing and like how I'm gonna pose and all of that. And I compile that into a Pinterest board so that way I can look at it throughout the shoot whenever I feel a little bit lost. Which usually, if I have everything in a Pinterest board, like it feels like I've like cleaned up a little space in my brain for whatever shoot I'm doing, so that I don't really end up getting lost, but like just in case it's there for me. I think I approach set dressing a lot like a child approaches Legos. I have a whole bunch of things, and I feel like I can do anything. So obviously I just start like putting shit together and seeing what clicks. So now that I have my outfit in mind, my makeup in mind, my posing in mind, and I kind of know what vibe I'm going for, I can start thinking, okay, so like what colors would complement that? Like what is going to make the outfit pop out more? Or if like we're not really focusing on the outfit, we're focusing on the posing, then like, okay, what can I pose around that's going to look more interesting? I have this Urban Decay heavy metal gel in Party Monster, and I'm going to use a little bit of that on my eye. I'm just going to take the same brush to apply it. So I had the idea, I saved a couple pictures that were like playing with light a whole bunch. So I kind of want to play with light a little bit, and because I know that I'm going to be playing with light, I am using things that catch light in interesting ways, like glitter on my face, and then I have like these shiny things that I'll insert like a picture or a little video of somewhere. Like this shiny material thingy, and I can use both of those to get like interesting plays on light. Designing a set takes a lot of creativity and a lot of like just straight up experimentation. Something that looks good in your head doesn't always necessarily look good when it's played out in real life, and sometimes something in your head that seems like it's going to be super easy to accomplish isn't as simple as you thought it would be. So it really takes a lot of trial and error, a lot of playing around with things, and the longer that you're doing it, like you'll kind of start to find your own groove, and then things will look a little bit more real up here. So there won't be as much error, but either way, you're still gonna have to like try putting things together and just kind of see what sticks. I write down all of my ideas in a notebook. I write down songs that give the vibe that I'm going for, and then I'll play those songs while I'm taking photos, so that way I'm like in the right headspace for those poses, for those facial expressions. And then whatever I want my key pieces to be, as far as like what I'm wearing, or like what is going to be my key focus. Like, am I focusing on the posing? Am I focusing on the face? Am I focusing on the clothes? Am I focusing on shoes, accessories? Like, what is the point of this shoot? Like, what am I doing? Because it's editorial, obviously, like those are kind of the things, but it could be like, am I focusing on like the mood? Like, is it a color? Like, what am I trying to convey with this shoot? Because that's gonna help you you need to be able to build your set around that focus. If you're gonna be focusing on clothes, obviously you don't want like a super convoluted set that distracts from the clothes. Not necessarily you don't want a super convoluted set, like there's a lot of editorial shoots that focus on the clothes but that have props, but you'll notice a lot of the times when it's like for the fashion, it's a little bit more minimalistic of a set. You don't want like big things in front of the clothes or like curtains hiding the clothes or anything like that. But if you're focusing on posing, then maybe you want something to be able to play with. Like, I have like the stringy things that I'm sitting on right now, and I'll like hang them up so that way I can like play around with them with the posing, and have them like draped over me in some way or something like that. A chair is honestly like the simplest and easiest thing to have, but it's so versatile when it comes to like being able to pose in different ways on it. And then finally, like, I'll write down like what from that am I getting for a background. Like, what color do I want? Obviously I can change the color in Photoshop later, but you really don't want to purposefully make more work for yourself. So if you can have that right color off bat, then have that right color off bat. I'll write down like what props I'm thinking of bringing in, and then I'll come and kind of lay them all out before the shoot, so that way I have like an idea of what they all look like and what's gonna look good together. And then finally, like once I have everything on paper, I try to get it out of my head and off the paper and into real life as quickly as possible, just because I'm someone who tends to like get stuck in the planning phase and the researching phase. I absolutely love planning. I love researching the photos. I love going through and making those boards and everything, but eventually like it has to actually happen. So I try and like make that happen as fast as possible so I don't get too in my head about it, and I don't like get backed up as far as like, okay, well now I've planned like 10 photo shoots because I've been sitting here planning this one, and this one kind of strung into this one, and this one kind of strung into this one. So I avoid that. I just kind of try and get it out of there as quickly as possible, which is how I had the idea for the shoot yesterday, and now here I am today doing it. Really, this kind of like was in my head for like a month or two that I knew I wanted to do. Really, I've had this in my head for like a month or two that I knew that I wanted to do some sort of like photo shoot for like the Savage clothes that I've been getting, but I didn't know like what I wanted to do with it. So this is really cool that I'm finally like in my set. I love being in my little sets. And then you have to like pull together an outfit. And the thing about pulling together an outfit for the set is, once again, like it doesn't always look the same in your head as it does in real life. And I try and like match my outfits to my set. So if I put something on or I set something up and I'm like, oh, this is not working together, then I know that something has to shift. I never start with like one outfit laid out. I always have like multiple things that I might be able to switch in if something doesn't feel like it's working. Because I don't want to have that getting stuck and being like, oh, well, this outfit doesn't look good on, it doesn't look the way that it did in my head, this is not working, everything is ruined. So I always try and have like the multiple things set out. The focus point for this photo shoot was really like the harness, so I'm just wearing like a really simple black shorts and then like a black top. And then I have this jacket that I felt like really complemented everything that I'm gonna wear for some of the photos. My like face is doing the whole face thing. For this shoot, I decided not to do any foundation, and we're gonna just see how that goes with just like just healthy moisturized skin. Because that's how I wear my makeup sometimes, so I just thought it'd be interesting to do it in a photo shoot, just because usually for like editorial shoots you think like full face. And then for shoes, once again, this is like a Savage shoot, so it's like lingerie based, and I had these like really nice brash heels that I got for prom when I was like 18, and I still have them. And they're still in really good shape, and I still love them. They're so simple, but like the little feather detailing is one of my favorite things ever. They're super easy to like pose in and walk in because they have this like big heel with a lot of support. So these are gonna be the shoes that I wear during the shoot. And that's pretty much it. If you have like questions or anything, or you want me to make another video like this, maybe, I don't know, going a little bit more in depth in some way, then go ahead and ask away in the comments. I have all my social media links down below if you want to see the finished product of what these look like. They will be posted on Instagram and Twitter, where you can follow me. Click the notification bell to get notified every time I upload something like this. I do a lot of different fashion content, and I have a lot of video ideas for this October. I absolutely adore spooky season, so I am so ready to be doing a bunch of like costume DIYs and different like little last minute tips for doing something spooky with your makeup. If you're into horror games, I am going to be playing a whole bunch of those on my gaming channel. I also have like I have like horror games, but then I also have like casual spook games like Horror Veil. So you can go ahead and click the link down below and subscribe to that channel as well. Click the notification bell, get notified every time I upload. There's a bunch of videos already on there of me screaming at nothing. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. So if you like this, leave a like, subscribe. Peace, love, infinite, and smile. Bye. Now I have to actually go take the photos.